What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another late night. Currently, I am in my hometown, and I have been sort of, quote-unquote, stuck here for quite some time until I can go back to the normal, let's say, studio site A, but which is going to happen very soon. But until that happens, where, Big Willie is in charge of that studio and is taking care of it, hopefully, we are here in Studio B in my hometown. And today, we're just going to be watching a very classic local film. And before that, I just want to apologize if I've seemed, out of touch or I wasn't able to communicate. It has been quite, let's say, busy or I don't want to use the word frustrating because, again, every day is a new day, a day to give thanks. But thankfully, we've had an answer, and it seems like Studio A will be back soon. And, I'm glad to be doing these again with everyone. I so want to, continue on with the films that we left off at, and continue this dialogue that we've been having about films. So please do forgive me for the absence. But let's say by next week. Hopefully by next week I'll be back in Studio A. But, until then, hopefully we can get some content out at Studio B. Where it's like makeshift everything. New gear had to be, acquired and so on and so forth, and software. So, without any of that, boring stuff, we're gonna get into today's local film. It's a classic. It is Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, and this is one that I had watched. I don't know if I really have watched it. The only classic scene that I can remember is obviously the ending with the the mirror fight scene, which has inspired such scenes like in John Wick. So I'm quite excited to watch this film from the very beginning and see the whole context as to the whole conflict. And I hope you guys have this film loaded, or if not, you are excited to see this epic watching and commentary. I hope you guys like the backdrop. I tried to do as that is the car from American Graffiti, which is another film I would love to watch. That's the Shelby GT500, and those are some of some VHSs that I've been very blessed to be able to acquire. And without any further delay into your beautiful day, we're gonna get right into this film, cause Captain, we are a go. Right from the start, we just see all of Bruce Lee's arsenal in terms of fighting. Oh boy, this just seems like the golden age of action, extravaganza.
I have several questions. What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
Very good. What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
So, continue.
Very, very philosophical approach to fighting. There is no I. There is no opponent.
I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
No.
Registered weapons. I would guess this some of the screenwriting is based on Bruce Lee's philosophy on martial arts.
Mr. Lee, I've come to speak to you about a tournament of martial arts. A tournament to which you've already received an invitation. Specifically, the tournament organized by Mr. Han.
Oh, the Renegade Han has his own competition. How interesting.
I said emotional content, not anger. Now try again. With me.
Emotional content? Whoa, I'm sort of confused. What does that mean?
Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Do you understand? Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow. That's it.
There's great lessons you can learn from this. Like what the Shaolin Master just said, you know, he has reached the spiritual level. Like, literally all he's teaching is like high level types of philosophical like methodologies into fighting. Like, I must also imagine like all of the martial artists in the real world take these films and really hold it very dear to heart, and they can actually learn something from this. No way, they're staged by Bruce Lee. That's phenomenal. Like, that just goes to show what we're in for. Like, this is entirely, I don't know if staged meant, like, I'm assuming it means the same as choreographed, but either way, this is, I know the let's say the reputation of this film, so I'm just excited.
We got our hands on a demonstration film of O'Hara. All real bricks and boards. Nothing phony about any of it. This was before he picked up a facial scar somewhere.
Wait, if this is Han's bodyguard, imagine Han's ability.
What did the autopsy review as the cause of death?
She did not drown.
She OD'd?
Yes. Cause of death was, heroin overdose.
Jeez, how is Han getting that, number one? And number two, this guy is ruthless.
Han would never allow guns on the island anyway. He had a bad experience with them once, and he's fearful of assassination. Can't really blame him. Any bloody fool can pull a trigger.
I guess I won't need anything.
Except he just has to go in and fight his way to the top. Just look at that beautiful, like the fairy ports. They're amazing. I mean, all we need is like a brief introduction of what he's getting into and his journey into this, you know, secluded island. And there's a person of interest that he could meet. And what else could happen?
Stay back! Run! Run!
Ah, that's how he got his scar. Yeah, well, if it comes to the point, just use weapons. It's brilliant that, you know, at least from what we have seen so far, majority of the, you know, scenes are exterior shots and just showing the beauty of, you know, the area. Hey, given the circumstances and the, you know, refusal to help, she's doing an amazing job just defending herself. Wait a minute, what is she doing now? You're kidding me. Wow. I mean, that's a level of, you know, what do you say? Like a level of intellect and, never wanting to, be taken advantage of, an ideal, shall we say. She'd rather have killed herself than to be kidnapped by Han and his men. That's some level of, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's like the Japanese. It's a very, with the samurai sword. They rather kill themselves than suffer from, being captured or defeat, shall we say.
Come on, fellas.
It's the dough, Roper, or we gotta break something. You got it? Freddy says this is for your own good.
All right, Roper knows how to fight. There we go. Forget the debt. Fight his way through it.
How much do I have left in the bank?
$63.43.
It's all yours.
Thanks.
That's it?
Only I think you'll need it.
You want to bet?
Wow. I was even gonna book a flight.
Where's the plane ticket for?
Hong Kong. By Hawaii.
He's not going to Hawaii.
Well, look what we got here!
Holding a police officer.
Oh, yeah, give it to him. Give it to them. Hey, man. Hey, at least we have a great contender who would steal a police car. But, it's all in the name of getting away and making it to the tournament. But hey, at least we know what we're in for. We're getting slowly and slowly towards it. We got Roper, we got, him and Lee.
They don't live so big over there. Ghettos are the same all over the world. They stink.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. and well, let's see how Han is living. I like how everybody's sort of surveying each other. Who do you know him from? Where do you know that person from? But nobody knows where Lee is from. Just the fact that this specific scene, this zeitgeist, was able to be printed in celluloid, on film. It's, even described in the film as the ghetto, a stinky ghetto. It's still quite remarkable just to be able to see it.
Would you bet 100? You're on.
Another interesting clip is, see if you can find it, but, when Joe Rogan talks about if, these praying mantis were actually human-sized, how strong they are. It's truly fascinating. That ain't right. Yeah, Lee is gonna teach him, either during the tournament or on the boat. He's gonna teach him a lesson.
What's your style?
My style? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Show me some of it.
Later.
Technique void of technique. It's fighting without fighting. The eye without the eye.
Pull me in! Pull me in!
Don't try to pull yourself out, or I'll let go the line.
What's the matter with you kids? Come on, pull!
There you Smart guy. There you go. That's how you teach him a lesson. Now see who's dependent on who. Aha, here we go. His exclusive school in the middle of the island. Like, on the island, sorry. And, again, what a great, chance to be able to film this amidst the ocean. in such a big exterior shot. It's great. At least now we can kind of get a taste for, you know, Han's exuberance for the showy, you know, the types of females that he likes, particularly young, and, you know, the fighting styles that he surrounds this entire banquet and this entire island with is, you know, quite something.
Don't con me. Wanna bet?
There's a level of confidence Lee has that it's so charismatic and infectious. Like, you just can't help but smile just at how confident he is at his own craft.
You honor our island. I look forward to a tournament of truly epic proportions. We are unique, gentlemen, in that we create ourselves.
Well, after a 3-year hiatus, everybody is silent just to give him the room to speak. Wait, I'm confused. What is this supposed to mean? Why are there darts or like knives, mini knives being thrown at the apples? And everything just resumes. You know, enjoy until the tournament starts.
Another fine mess you got me into.
This is quite deceptive of Han to do. You know, to distract everyone from their, you know, preserving their strength or their focus, I might add. Oh no!
You must attend the morning
Oh,
ritual in
jeez.
uniform. Outside.
Oh man, the bodyguard already got a taste of his ability. There's all the like the white belt, like the white uniformed students. They're practicing, and then you got the yellow uniform where it's more of the seasoned fighters, and then you have Lee who just refuses to wear the uniform. So let's see what happens. What great strength! Roper's always out to make $1, isn't he? I feel he's gonna pull something out of his sleeve. He has something. Oh, now we go to the wide shot. A great lesson in baiting the better. What? Boy, there's some serious patrol units down there. First, you have a German Shepherd. You have a guy who's mishandling the nunchucks. But, you know, I quite enjoy this scene, you know, just having him be extremely, you know, stealth. Oh no! Oh boy! Hard to believe some of these shots don't kill these patrol units. Like, there's so much force that he has. It's dangerous.
My guards performed their duties incompetently. And now they must prove themselves worthy to remain among us.
Oh, now he's testing the guards. Great. What a way to show your, first there's loyalty to being a guard, and now you have to show your competency and be like, how did they get the job to begin with? Hard to believe he just didn't kill them. Those two people on the ground. He just killed them. At least the sound effects would, suggest it. If anything, whoever this guy is, he should be the new bodyguard. He's ruthless. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's get some vengeance for his sister and his family. Wait a minute. Lee didn't have his eye on his opponent just then. Woohoo! The speed! Whoa! The speed! Mate, talk about getting one scar on one side. He could turn blind on the other eye. Amazing. Even when he's cheating, he gets whooped. But I'll tell you this. This is quite impressive. Like, Bruce Lee's physical acting, I'm not so sure if he's throwing real punches or if it's just shown so well on his face, but it's very convincing. Oh, come on. That's all Bruce Lee needs, a wide shot. And having him do that Bruce Lee bob up and down. Seems like there was extra strength in that last kick. Whoa! And that was for his sister. You can see the emotion on this guy's face.
I want you to go to hot study as soon as possible.
All right. Hey, Roper. I'll see you in half an hour.
Right.
Suddenly, everybody has their eye on him. What is this man about? What is his situation? What is his fighting style?
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Hey, snitch or die. Oh my gosh! The bird's flying! What? Oh, they don't look like they're in the right mind. They look like they're sort of on some type of prescription or let's say drug. He just used that part of his own hand to sort of... Oh! A mannequin hand. Probably his brass. Explains a lot of things why Mr. Williams, his first, hit or kick, he felt like pain, extreme pain. So, That's something else.
Sparta, Rome, the knights of Europe, the samurai. They worship strength because it is strength that makes all other values possible. Nothing survives without it.
I like that. I like that, Pan. You know, we're seeing, you know, all his different, you know, mechanics for his hand.
This way.
I am assuming this is his method of finding out who was on that fateful night, just going about, you know, around the business of the island. He has his whole corruptible empire laid out. You know, drugs, you know, women, tournaments. It's all, you know, a ruse.
And who are they? The refuse found in waterfront bars. Shanghai. Just lost drunken men who no longer care where they find themselves each morning.
That can't be further from the truth. That's a lie. Boy, that's some way to display and, well, make him disappear. That's an interesting method.
No. There's no misunderstanding between us.
I would probably see how Roper would, or he would, like, he'll be more inclined to find allegiance with Lee and setting all these captives free and sort of, you know, being like a slight beacon of hope from, you know, a different perspective. But yeah, it just doesn't seem right when you see it from behind the curtains. Well, credit to the island for substituting for a little bit more daunting guards. Except I can see how Lee's going to use this for his advantage somehow in the later part of this film. Boy, oh boy, he has just brought all the attention to himself, hasn't he? But he did use that snake in a very smart way. There we go. He is a physical specimen, isn't he? Just shit, a wide shot is enough. And what more if you do like a crash zoom on his like facial expressions? It's just so magical on like the big screen. Hey, if he sets all of the captives free, he has that many, you know, supporters that are on his side. Alright, nunchucks! What could be more intimidating than that?
Bolo.
Edification, give me a break. Roper doesn't stand a chance, except Well, somebody has to lose, and I don't think Lee wants to do that to him. At this point, he just has to give it his all. Because, I mean, not an easy challenge, let's be honest. Alright, now it's Roper and Lee, and well, all the captives versus this entire island. And the cavalry is coming. Look at the flurry of kicks! The combat! The cavalry from within has arrived! Oh, you sneaky dude! This guy's going for the claw! There we go! look at this stare! Well, now we're in the common denominator of the entire film. Two people from the monastery of the Shaolin Arts go head to head. One is, you know, from the very beginning of the film, we know he has reached spiritual level of fighting. We don't know about Han, except he is a renegade cheat. Oh, brilliant use of first person. I like this. Imagine seeing this on the big screen. You're against Bruce Lee. Good use of just, you know, the fighting punches, the combat. Like, that's great. the more he's damaged, the more intimidating he seems. Surprisingly, a lot of mileage from, you know, just very few, you know, bits of exposition within this room, you know. I mean, it really goes to show you, even within such a small space, they didn't really move so much within like 2 to 3 minutes. It all just goes down to how, like, mesmerizing the fighting sequences are and just the believability of their combat, as I would say. The Mirage! What a brilliant sequence this is. Even the focus points and the sort of distortion of Han's face is quite interesting. Again, from a cinematography perspective, like, they would have had to map this entire thing out just to be able to hide the camera, because I'm assuming at the time CGI was not that they could, you know, film within the camera and then erase it in post-production. They had to be very economical and very smart with the way they hid it, and they did an excellent job.
Remember, the enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
I'm guessing that's the spiritual level. He is, I'm not so sure if it's him talking to himself, which I would like to believe, but the advice is quite appropriate. Even the broken glass has an interesting effect. Oh, great. Straight through. He's dead. Ah, and it leads directly out outside. That's quite appropriate. I mean, just to see the mileage they got out of one set, it's... I mean, what more can you ask for? Thumbs up there. Hey, at least Roper knew where to draw the line in terms of being corruptible. Such a simple way to end the film. You have to, and just the ending, just panning away from Bruce Lee all the way to the claw. It's such an innocent, charming, straightforward way to end the film where, yes, there might be some loose ends, but again, that's all you needed. That's what's great. Thoughts. Well, this was at least we'll say this. This might be the start of a, I'm not so sure if it's a new series, because I don't think we're going to categorize this under any one of the days, but maybe this might be a local retrospective, or not even a retrospective, but just a look back at the legendary 70s and I'm not so sure whether this would be, categorized as an exploitation kind of film. I have yet to even, delve into that type of category of cinema, shall we say. But, this, being in the 70s, and, some people might regard it as, like some scenes being cheesy and so on and so forth. For at least in my perspective, I think this is, great cinema. The plot, sure, it might have taken a back seat compared to the action, and really, you're getting Bruce Lee, you're getting a lot of action, but the plot at least, pushes things forward to the point where it's not completely invisible. You still have some interesting characters. You have Mr. Williams, Roper, both from Nam. You have, the scenic escapes before they get on the island, which is rather fantastic. Although, if there is a little bit more to be, wanted for. Actually, just now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of wish we saw more of the tournament. It's understandable that he had to, go on his mission rather quickly, because he is on a mission to find out all these rope-a-dopey that Han is on. Except, I would have liked to see more mano-a-mano action sequences. Except that's what we got at the very beginning with Bruce Lee. So really, there's not really any, not much complaints there. But even Hans is such an interesting character where this is the great thing about it is we have exposition to build up Han, but at the same time, I want to see more of him. If that is even a valid point. He is so much of a great character. I wish he had the amount of screen time that somebody like Hans in Die Hard had, where we could see a range of his own yes, we understand his motivations and so on and so forth, but do we really? Why did he become a renegade and so on and so forth? So that's to be slightly wanted for. But other than that, I mean, just as a film in itself, made in the 70s, and all its charm that it's bottling, well, not bottling up, but that it has in this film, it is a blast. And I can't wait to get to some more films of Bruce Lee's that I've not gotten to, some of Jackie Chan's films, including the Police Story series. They are like insane classics that are renowned around the world. Like, it's beloved around the world. So that is something I might want to actually look into. And, let me know if that is something that, whether you grew up with these films, whether you're just getting into them, or do you have any interest in, like, let's say, the Police Story, or some of Bruce Lee's other films. Let me know in the comments below. And I've always kept myself on accountable as to replying to comments. I've been sort of lacking in that, so I'm gonna keep myself accountable and try to do the best I can. But once again, I would like to apologize for the rather stint of absence. It was not it was not on purpose, so do forgive me for the rather diversion that I had as to coming out with another late night a little bit later in the year. But hopefully we can set this year off with another couple of films. Well, not couple. We're gonna be watching some. Yeah, we still have time. We still have time between now and the end of the year to watch some pretty great films. But even the new year, we're gonna continue to watch some great stuff. I'm just here in Site B for another few more days, and then hopefully I'll be back in Site A with Big Willie and the gang. As you can tell, it's rather a rundown, like a bare bones type of setup. Not that Site A was really had anything going for it, but in terms of, let's say, the sound effects that I usually have, or the graphics, do forgive if they're lacking. But, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're having a great day. And until I see you next time, stay well, and, God bless you. May you enjoy film, to its fullest, with all that it has to offer. It feels great again, to watch and talk about films with you guys, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So thank you very much, and until next time, peace!
What's up, you cinephiles? Thank you very much for making it to the very end. Me and Big Willie don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Now, if you would like to show your support to us, you know what you can do up here. You can smash that button, really just smash it. And if you would like to check out some more content, they're all curated by days up over here and playlists. So, you know what? We hope you're having a great day. Don't crumble, and just continue to smile and be a good bastion of cinema.